Seed oils are one of the problems with health because they create inflammation. So on this video, I'm going to show you where seed oils are hiding in your healthy foods. You might have heard about seed oils and that you should avoid seed oils because it creates inflammation in your body. So I'm going to share some information with you about where they are hiding seed oils and how they're tricking you into thinking you're not getting it when you think you're eating healthy things, but you are getting it. And seed oils are something that it's not going to kill you immediately, but over time, with the inflammatory process that it causes in your body, it will get the better of you eventually. So let me share my screen. So here we have, this is an article that if you're a provider, you could join Functional Medicine University. And this is some great information about what the problem of seed oil is. I love this chart because it goes into the consumption of vegetable oil. It's called vegetable oil. You have the cottonseed oil, canola oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil. All these things are problems. And look at that. Look at how much that's gone up. It's in pretty much everything now. And here's where it hides. Okay. Just to cut to the chase, you have your simple meals, which you've probably seen in your natural grocery store or any other healthy place. And they drop out the word seed, organic sunflower oil. So you look at this, excuse me, you look at this product. What an amazing product. Hang on. They have better things on it. Oh yeah, the details. Look at this. Look at these details. So good for you. And it's better for you than other things out there because it is USDA organic certified, 2-inch hexagon, great for well, that's just like, it's convenient with a blend of sunflower, pumpkin, and flaxseed. So the fact that there's seeds in there, you're going to get the seed oil. So you're looking at how much am I getting of this stuff? It's certified gluten-free, grain-free, corn-free. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's non-GMO project verified. It's paleo-friendly, vegan. So I would be looking at this and saying, oh my gosh, there's so many good things at this. They just keep telling me the great parts of it. So I want to get this. Then we look at the ingredients and there it is. Organic sunflower oil. It is pretty much, I went through our local co-op the other day because I was like, I want something that doesn't have seed oil in it. And everything had seed oil in it in the crackers section, even the rice crackers, they had sunflower oil, which is sunflower seed oil in it. And it comes from a sunflower plant. So we know that it's going to create inflammation. Olive oil is not a seed oil. Avocado oil. Now that's something people do have allergies to. Avocado oil is not a seed oil. However, if you, it can cause, oh, my cursor went away. It can cause allergies, dermatitis, and eczema. And if you have a latex allergy, which I do, you should avoid avocado oil because it contains similar protein to the latex in rubber trees. So, impure olive oil, avocado oil, it can have all this junk in it. Well, anything that's impure can have all the junk in it. So it's talking about impure avocado oil. So of course, if you're using avocado oil, if you have avocado oil for your potato chips or your crackers or whatever they are, you want to make sure that you're not latex sensitive and also that it's from a good source. Of course, we want everything from a good source. I looked at the dangers of olive oil and all it said is if you eat too much of it, you're going to have too many calories and it's going to cause weight gain. So that's fine. Found this. So I don't know who Zero Acre is, but they're worth checking out because they have a list of potato chips. There aren't very many of them that don't have the seed oil. Seed oil free chips. This is written in April 2023. Masa chips are not in here. I'll show you the masa. I'll show you the masa now because I have it on the tab. Masa chips. So these are the ones that are a whopping over $11 for 5 ounces. However, when you look at the ingredients, what a treat this is. We can't get them near where I am in the middle of nowhere yet. But look at those ingredients. We have, well, I tried. What did I do? There we go. So we have in the ingredients, organic corn. You know, corn's not the best for you, but if you want your chip, right, we want to do the best while we're having our treats. Organic corn, 100% grass-fed beef tallow. So I would consider that a health benefit, and it has sea salt in it. So corn can turn to sugar in your body, but if you're looking to eat junk anyway, this is going to be the best thing for you. Like it's, yeah, I haven't even tried this yet. I would like to. I'm waiting for it to show up in my local natural grocer areas, but this looks amazing and super expensive, but you're paying for the quality that you get. Now, the thing with seed oils is that if you're eating any processed foods, you're going to likely have some seed oil in there. You're likely going to have oils in there that are not best for you. And so one thing that you can do is you can counteract it with other products, with what you're taking in the form of supplements, because you have to balance that out. There are supplements out there that say this is the perfect omega-3, omega-6 ratio. I'm assuming knowledge on your part here, so let me back that up real quick. Your seed oils, the bad oils, the inflammatory oils, we call them bad, they're necessary, but if there's an overabundance in our body, then of omega-6s, more omega-6 than 3 on the ratio, then we're going to have inflammation, and most of our diseases are inflammatory. So we want to reduce that. So sometimes just getting the omega-3 in there or increasing the level of omega-3 is good if you're on a standard American diet or leaning towards that. So I also want to give you some other sources where you can mitigate the damage that's going on in your body. Okay, so looking for how to mitigate the effects from seed oils that are everywhere would be to put omega-3s into your diet. But let's assume that you're just not going to do that. Then you want to get omega-3s in. Now, I am only going to speak to you about companies that I have researched and that I stand behind. There are so many good companies out there. So many of them. And so these are the ones that I know, and I'm going to have the links to these particular pages below. Tuna omega-3 is great. Chewable for kids. It doesn't have that fishy taste to it, and it's chewable. The pills look the same, so don't mistake them, because regular tuna omega-3, not chewable. I call it mommy's little helper because it calms the kids down. When you give the kids the tuna omega chewable, it helps them calm down. So if you have problems sleeping, you can take it at night. So if you are super wired, this can be a good place to start. There's also from Doctor's Food Research, and I'll give you this link as well, the omega-3 EPA DHA. So the thing that I really like about this one as well is that there are many fish oils on the markets. The good ones have high contents of EPA and DHA, but the best ones also contain oil from wild herring or a similar fish that has been molecularly distilled to eliminate heavy metal concerns. So that's something great about that one. And then the other company that I love is Oliveda. This one is really cool because it is the olive oil, and it has the hydroxytyrosol and collagen in it. So we've been hearing about peptides lately. If you're on the same, if you get the same alerts I do, there's lots of conversation about peptides. So just real quick, what is a peptide? Peptides that are the building blocks of proteins. Peptides act as transmitters from the brain to the body, telling muscles and nerves to perform specific functions. So that's exciting to have in here. And it has the hydroxytyrosol, which has anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal properties. And then it is neuro and cardioprotective. So there's more research. If you look up hydroxytyrosol, this is from PubMed, what I'm sharing with you right now. If you look into hydroxytyrosol, there's more and more research coming out on it being cardioprotective. I have neuroprotective, so helping your nervous system, and your nervous system is the communicator in your body. It tells your organs to operate. It tells your body tells your arms to move. And when that's not working right, we have things like Parkinson's, dementia. I've also seen that it is helpful for pregnancy and having healthy babies. So really great product in the breadth and depth of what it offers. And I'll have a link for you for that too. Now, that's it for the summary of everything. And go ahead and explore these. So just kind of go with what works best for you. If you know how to do muscle response testing, I would always recommend doing muscle response testing to figure out which of these is going to be in your highest and best good for your body if you don't have a practitioner to work with. Having the supplement near you while you're testing or near the practitioner while testing is the best way to get the best results, because that is in your energetic field. I have a link to muscle response testing on there. And I am going to go into the research article now. So if you don't want to get into the weeds with it, thank you for visiting. Please check the links below. And then I'm going to click over to this article, which is from Functional Medicine University, and Dr. Grisanti always sends us some cool information, and I love to read his articles. I'll share more of these if you like them. And so the oils, he's got them listed right here. Canola oil, otherwise known as rapeseed oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil. Now, I find this interesting because when grapeseed oil came out, it was trendy. It could have been 20 years ago. I don't know when it was, but we were all at the time, oh, look, we have a different oil. Grapeseed oil, let's do that. Peanut oil, rice bran oil. So that's one I wouldn't have linked that as a seed oil. We have our safflower oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil. Safflower oil and sunflower oil are the ones that they're in potato chips. They're in your natural organic. Look at your chips in your natural food aisle. They are in there. It's so crazy. Okay. So increased consumption. So it leads to your chronic degenerative diseases. Look at that. Oh, I clicked something. Look at this. Look at what these are linked to. And they're everywhere, right? They're everywhere. Look at this. Cancer. And where I live, cancer is rampant. It's big. One of my patients just healed herself from cancer. And she was telling me that as she goes in for some of her treatments, that they're looking to hire more cancer doctors. They're having a hard time finding cancer doctors because we're in the middle of nowhere. But the rates are, it's a very good industry to be in here in Southern Illinois. Diabetes, also rampant around here. Actually, all of these are. Heart disease, obesity, neurological illness, poor gut health, and macular degeneration. Seed oils, right? So that's this. Here we go to, they have an imbalanced omega-6, omega-3 ratio. So that's what I was referring to with the supplements, is that you need to, if you're going to be eating all that junk, and junk meaning stuff with the seed oils in it, safflower oil, sunflower oil, because that's in our natural chips, then you've got to balance that out with your omega-3s. Just have to. Ideally, you're not eating all that junk, but if you're going to balance it out, because you're going to have all that inflammatory stuff. I mean, all this stuff just blows my mind. Westernized diets exceed this balance. Oh, I just said that. And the ratio of 10 to 1. 10 to 1. That's huge. That means for every, I don't know what they measured, an ounce of sunflower oil that you got from your potato chips, you need 10 more, something like this, 10 more of the omega-3s, right? A high intake of omega-6 fatty acids combined with low omega-3 intake, which that's us. Now, if you are eating your grass-fed beef, grass-fed, grass-finished, that's going to have more omega-3s in it. It leads to an imbalance of pro-inflammatory and anti-inflammatory mediators, meaning you're going to have more pro-inflammatory than anti-inflammatory. This balance produces a state of chronic inflammation that contributes to those diseases before. The consumption of vegetable seed oils in the U.S. has increased from less than 2 grams a day in 1860 to 80 grams a day. What? 2 grams a day to 80 grams a day. What? That's holy cow. Okay, there's that chart that we looked at. Wow. Okay, what are seed oils? Let's see if we can read this fast. Seed oils, they're vegetable oil from the seed of plants. Many seed oils have high PUFAs, P-U-F-A, polyunsaturated fats, a type of fat that has 2 or more double bonds in its fatty acid carbon chain. Too sciencey, we're not going to go there. You can go there. You can look that up. I'm not going to go there. The more double bonds a fatty acid has, the more molecularly unstable and proto-oxidational rancidity it becomes. So what we need to know is that if we see a PUFA, we can think of it as being rancid. All of the industrial seed oils listed below contain a particularly high level of omega-6s called linoleic acid. So linoleic acid, if you see linoleic acid, it's got the omega-6. Omega-6 is bad. Oh, I just thought of how to remember omega-6 is bad. I don't know if I should say 666. 666, right? Omega-6. It's bad when it's in the imbalance that we have it in today. That's to be fair. So we have the canola oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil, peanut oil, rice oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil. That's so nice. He listed them again. The following image is one of my patients suffering an autoimmune disease. Look at that. Autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease. It's got the 15.6. Okay. 6 reasons industrial seed oils are terrible for your health. Eating industrial seed oils raises our omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratios with significant consequences in our health, which that list above with the cancer and all the things, cardiovascular disease. Industrial seed oils are unstable and oxidize easily, meaning they go rancid, they go bad. They contain harmful additives. They are derived from genetically modified crops, typically. When industrial seed oils are repeatedly heated, they get even more toxic byproducts are created. So I'm very curious if we go back to this one. Well, it says it's organic sunflower oil, right? In our organic cracker there. Okay, so that one's organic. A lot of them aren't. Let's go into diseases associated with seed oils. Contrary to what many health organizations have been telling us for years, industrial seed oils are not healthy foods. Rather, their consumption is associated with a variety of health problems. Eating industrial, okay, so there's some science in here. I just want to know, what does it cause? Asthma, links to asthma. What? I think there's a chart here that's not showing up. I don't know, it just didn't print out right. Asthma, autoimmune disease because of oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. That's everything. Cognition and mental health. So depression, anxiety, cognitive decline like dementia. Oh, I don't know what they're differentiating between cognitive decline and dementia in this, but depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, dementia. Canola oil consumption is linked to worsened memory and impaired learning ability in Alzheimer's. Diabetes and obesity. A diet high in omega-6s compared to omega-3s is associated with an increased risk of obesity, a major risk factor in diabetes. Children. Do you know how many children foods, convenience foods, like those Lunchables? Look at the ingredients on those little Lunchables, those cute little sandwiches that make life so much easier. Look at those. It's like a diet with high omega-6 to omega-3 ratios may lead to insulin resistance, prediabetes, and obesity in adulthood. Heart disease. Seed oils have been found to play a pivotal role in the development of cardiovascular disease. So researcher James DiNicolantonio, he has this great video, which I'm going to have the link. Excess omega-6 has prothrombotic effects. So that to me says stroke possibility of stroke. Oxidized LDL, chronic low-grade inflammation, and atherosclerosis. So that is when you have problems with your arteries. Research is finding that seed oils can inhibit processes that involve vitamin K2. So if you want to absorb D3, you need to have K2 with it. That means if you're eating a ton of processed food and you're taking your D3 and your K2, get those omega-6s the ratio lowered by increasing your omega-3s, because you're actually inhibiting your body's ability to process your K2, D3 in your body. So it's going to increase your risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic kidney disease. So if you've got one kidney, really look at those ratios. Increased risk of bone fracture and increased risk of mental disorder. Inflammatory bowel disease. colitis, any of your bowel issues, constipation, diarrhea, all those. Inflammation creates chronic inflammation. And so we already know that chronic inflammation is linked to a bunch of health issues. Peanuts and cashews aren't really nuts. They are legumes. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that cashew was a legume. Now I do. I knew peanut was a legume. I did not know cashew was a legume. Okay, good to know. That is good to know because I test people and they can't have, when I do my muscle response testing with people, they will show that they can't have nuts or they will show that they can't have legumes. And so if they show that they can't have legumes, I take them off peanuts as well, but now I'm going to take them off cashews. And if they can't have nuts, then they can have peanuts and cashews. Peanuts have their own thing with the mold and everything, but anyway. Okay. Infertility. Infertile men exhibit a significantly elevated omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, especially for women who have never been able to conceive. Wow. Okay. So infertility in men and women. A study found that women with a higher LA intake had a slightly higher risk of primary infertility, particularly women who had never been able to conceive. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we definitely want to increase the level of omega-3s and reduce the omega-6s for fertility issues. Age-related macular degeneration, osteoarthritis. 3 steps to avoid seed oils. Clean out your pantry. Anything with canola, corn, cottonseed, soybeans, sunflower, safflower, and peanut oils that you have in your kitchen. Get rid of them. Maybe go shopping first, because you might end up having nothing in your pantry. Stop eating processed foods, as these are a significant source of industrial seed oils. Be overly conscious of restaurant foods. Yeah, if you're eating out, you're getting seed oils. Basically, you're getting seed oils. We have one place here which we might not be getting seed oils, or probably not. It's called Long Branch Cafe and Bakery. And they do a really good job of keeping things pure. We're so fortunate to have them in that option. Avoid eating grain-fed meat to the extent you can. Most grain-fed animals are fed with seed oils. So your local farmer may or may not be using, they may or may not be grain-fed, regenerative meat. So regenerative, if you see regenerative, that's the latest upgrade to what we're eating. So it's not about just having organic, because you can have organic grain-fed meat. Grass-fed is what we're looking for. Grass-fed, grass-finished. So a lot of times they'll have a like full-on grass-fed, and then at the end they eat grain to plump them up a little bit, or a lot, make it a little more less gamey, is my understanding. And so just something you can do for that. The world of seed oils is full of those who claim they have health benefits and those who clearly see the negative effects. My research is too overwhelming to indicating it is best to avoid or at least minimize the consumption of seed oils, which consist of the following oils. So he's got that listed for us as well. While there are those that claim that some possible benefit to seed oils, such as vitamin E, low amounts of omega-3 ALA, and reduction in cholesterol, they simply don't outweigh the potential for harm. Okay. So tests that we can do, I'm contracted with Genova, so I can get the fatty acid tests, other tests. Okay, and then it comes down to, here's the references. You can take a snapshot of that, type those out. And yeah, I like this. Always consult with a physician or healthcare provider with significant integrated or functional medicine training before starting any of the above recommendation. So yeah, check with your doctor. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to just review real quick. As I'm reading this, I'm like, this is the one. This is the one. But these are also the ones. These are also the ones. And yeah, this is the one. Can't go wrong with any of these. Muscle test them if you know how to do that, if your practitioner knows how to do that. And yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, if you want me to cover anything else, I think that was pretty comprehensive. So yeah, check out the links below. Oh, like and subscribe too. Like and subscribe. Okay. Bye.